So, um, bit of good news first, I guess, which is got my nice cool shirt in, right? It's a Wheel of Time shirt. Um, I got a new webcam. Hope it looks nice and good. It's supposed to be nice. And a new keyboard. This is, it's been 2 months. I mean, why wouldn't I have nice things, right? In over a month, 2 months, I guess. Didn't cost me all that much, but I like it. This I actually ordered like 3 or 4 months ago, but it like finally came in. And as most of you know, I usually only meaning that no one ever watches these, but that's okay. I usually only make these when I'm having a hard time. And that's no different today. Just in general, I'm having a hard time. Today's not super bad, but I've been thinking about doing one of these videos for a week and a half now. Because I'm just having a hard time in general. And same stuff, work stuff and personal life and all that stuff. And I'm just having a hard time keeping the right mindset. And it's really hard. I don't even know really what to say. Just, I don't want to miss her, but I do miss my wife. And I want to be angry. I want all those things. But I dream about her constantly. Think about her constantly. But I know that even if she said we could be together, I don't think I would. At least. Not without a ton of stipulations. And I can't move on from her. Because she still takes up too much residency in my heart. And I'm tired. Tired of going through the motions. I'm tired of convincing myself that there's a better future for me. I'm not saying I couldn't have a better future. I just don't have it in me. I don't care enough, I guess, about having a better life to make a better life. I just wish things could go back. That I could erase parts of my memory that I stress myself out, so now I'm sleeping. Sleepy, not sleeping. Obviously, I'm not, but I just. My friend, good friend of mine, very close friend, is currently dealing with separating, breaking up, whatever, divorcing his wife, whatever is happening. I think a full divorce is going to go into effect. But, he worries about him talking about it, bringing it up for me, but it's not. Because I talk about my situation. Not like overstepping his, but merely in camaraderie of what he's going through. And I told him that I think about this stuff every single day from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, and the only way I ever stop thinking about it is by fully immersing myself in something to distract myself. And he was saying, that like he's better without her, right? That he overall is day to day, or at least situationally, more happy, but that he still like misses her and stuff like that. And I just thought, I had the feeling that that's just kind of how it is, like right now, for me to be with my wife would be a bad idea. It would be disastrous. It would just make more problems and more hurt, and it would just kill me more. But it doesn't mean I don't want her. I want what we had, and I want something different than what it would be right now. I fundamentally want her in my life, but I don't want her in my life with the context of what's going on. I miss her. I made a special place in my heart for her, and now she's not here anymore. It's not just something that should just poof vanish. And there's this thing going on with Jada and Will Smith and stuff, and I know that's in the grand scheme of things trivial, but it just feels very similar to what I'm dealing with. And in a way, it gives me hope, and in another way, it kind of grosses me out because I mean, everybody gets to make their own decisions in life and stuff, but I maybe I'm a hopeless romantic. Maybe I believe in like people being meant for each other, or long term, like till the day we die kind of thing, till death do us part. I believe in that. So like to see people like go outside of that bothers me. But I also believe people have a right to be happy, and if you're not happy, then you should pursue what makes you happy. But I think there's a middle ground. I feel like you should pursue the happiness where you are best you can, and only if you feel like, only if you've actually done all the work, then it's okay. But then why can't I move on? Why can't I let go? I've done the work. I've tried. I've done everything I can. But I still can't let go. I still try and figure out ways to win her back. I mean, I haven't talked to her at all since May, whatever, 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 whatever. Like, let's call it the middle of May, May 15th. Like 2 months. I haven't talked. 3 months. 2 months. I haven't talked to my wife. Feels like longer. Feels like it's been like 5 months. And it's hollow. I just want to reach out to her. I want to tell her that I still love her. Maybe what I feel isn't love. Maybe it's something else. But I do love her. I just, I don't understand how I can still love her after everything. After everything that's happened. After everything that she's done. That I still want to be with her. It doesn't make sense to me. It makes me angry at myself. Like, but it's that feeling, the same feeling that I had. It's different, but it's the same feeling. It's a unique version of the love that I had for her, and I still have for her. And I don't know. And I feel like if you'd accidentally stumble across these damn videos, it's not doing me any favors, right? Like, I used to look up advice on how to win somebody back or how to get your ex to take you back or whatever. And the main one is that you don't tell them how much you miss them. You need to make them see that you don't need them, that you just like them. And I don't need her. I mean, what? I've been living away from the house a year, maybe two. I don't remember when I moved out. Call it a year. Let's just be safe and call it a year. I. And there's people that I am interested in that I would love to have a romantic thing with, but the thing is that I just don't believe it's going to happen. I don't see it happening. I also don't think that I can. I actually wanted to pursue it. My heart still belongs to my wife, but I'm lonely. But I can't accept the only option she's ever given me recently. And recently is like, what, 6 months ago? I can't accept that. I want to be genuinely happy with her, and I couldn't with that situation. I could enjoy my time and I could enjoy her company, but I wouldn't be happy. And it would eventually turn sour, and I would eventually, I know myself, I'd eventually take it out on her some way. It's not the context I want to have her in. It's a hollow existence. I want to be loved. I want to be held. I want to feel like I matter. But as every year passes, every month ticks by, every hour stretches on, I realize I don't matter. No matter how hard I try, no matter how good of a person I try and be, no matter what I do or say, life keeps kicking me in the pants. The only thing I've got going for me now is that I've got a bit of a disposable income, which is something. Right? It's a great way to distract myself. Making myself tired because I'm talking about all this. But I live in somebody else's house, in a basement, in a room that's maybe, I don't know, 12 by 12, maybe. And before, some of you, if you ever rewatch my videos or whatever, saw that I was living in an unfinished basement, Like, that's my freedom. That's that's how I have a disposable income. And I know that it's a lot better than some people's situation. But I want more from life than this. I know I used to say that sometimes you have to settle in certain parts of your life, but I want to be forced to settle for whatever it is. I want as much as I can get. And not like an agreed way. I mean like I've always shared what I had. I don't know if it always went appreciated or or if I was sharing with the right people or whatever. That's not my discretion. But I've always shared friends, family, strangers, whatever. It's just, I want a life that's simple to understand. Talked about, I don't know if on here, but I know I've talked about with friends the stringent context I would have to take my wife back. And she'll never be there. She'll never want it or accept it. She'll think I'm being unreasonable. And she won't see me as important or good enough to make those sacrifices for. I was telling my friend, by the time I think she might realize, maybe, that I'm worth it, that I have value, that maybe, perhaps, there was a chance that she took a wrong turn or whatever. I don't know. I'm not trying to speak for her. I'm not trying to say that I'm a great, fantastic, amazing person. But I know that I'm better than a lot of people. I don't mean that in a negative way. What I mean is, I've been slowly, over time, seeing the way we treat each other, seeing the way people make choices for themselves, seeing how we contextualize our choices, how we create excuses for the decisions we make. I do it for myself, but I try and be truthful and honest with myself, and I don't always. But knowing that, I don't think, in general, people are more introspective than what they need to be to grow so that they can continue to live life. Not to grow to be a better person, but enough to solve a problem, if that makes sense. I feel like by the time that she may even remotely have that thought, it'll be too late. It'll be 10, 15 years down the road, or I'll finally let go. Or she'll already be so invested in a new life, she'll feel like she can't start over. She can't go back. She's got to keep pushing forward because she's like that. She's hardworking and stubborn, and she'll feel like she's abandoning the people that she cares about, and it will be too late. It'll be too late. And we won't be able to be together. I feel like if there's such a thing as a soulmate, she's mine. I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not a connection, it's like a breath, like two rivers flowing in parallel to the same destination. But I feel like some loggers came along and dammed up the rivers, made them go elsewhere. But they were meant to go the same path. I feel like, I don't know how to explain it, like something unnatural has happened. Something outside the rhyme and reason of the universe. Some sort of hiccup or something. Something just doesn't feel right about all this. And maybe that's just me being absorbed in it and making it a little bit more self-centered, but it really does. It feels like I don't know how to explain it. Like something's wrong in the universe. Like us not being together is an unnatural balance in the world. But I can't make her want me. I can't make her love me. And she doesn't. So that's all there is to it. I'm wanted and I'm loved by her. And I just have to live with that. But I don't want to. Something feels so strange, so wrong, so distant, so foreign about everything. And when I think about the way things used to be between me and her, I felt like even when I was in pain and frustrated, didn't feel, it felt bad. And it felt like that wasn't the way we were supposed to be treating each other, but it didn't feel fundamentally like something was off kilter in the grand scheme of things. Right now it does. It's not my internal dialogue, it's just sensation and feeling that we're gonna end up together, but I don't believe it. I don't think it. It's just like this something. It's like that same voice that says the universe is wrong is that same, no, it's not a voice, it's like a sensation. It's like something speaking into my soul that we're supposed to be together, that we are going to be. I don't believe it. I don't even hope anymore for it. I've gotten to a point where I want to cry. I want to cry at lots of things, but I can't anymore. I can cry at things that are tragic, but I can't cry at my own life. At the things that happen in my own life, or the things that happen to people in my life. It just feels so empty and foreign, like it's somebody else. Like I'm not me. Like I don't belong to the life that I have right now. Feels like I'm on a vessel that I've never been on before. I'm cruising through the oceans of life on somebody else's ship. They made me captain, but only this year, only this last month, whatever you want to say. But it's not my ship. It's not my ocean. It's not my journey. It's not my destination. But it's the one I have. It's the one I'm on. But it's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. I've been assigned the task, and I have to do it. But it's not the one I want. It's not the one I was supposed to have. My orders got lost in the mail. Sorry. I don't know. I got to see my daughter last week. I went to California to go see my mom for the anniversary of my dad passing last year. It would be last year. I've been moved out of her house over a year now. Been away from her and on my own a year. And I've been without her 100% for 2 months. Anyway, I went to go see my mom. It doesn't seem like she's done much processing of my dad's passing, and it's not terrible, I guess. It's just I worry for her and I care about her, and I want her to be healthy, mentally so. I'm not saying I'm better or no better or whatever. I know it's come off that way to my siblings before when I said that they're not processing it. It's just me wanting to help, but I'm just coming off as an arrogant dickbag. So anyway, was out there for 5 days, but I had 10 days off. I took the first day off to spend with my daughter, and then I drove out there. It took me a day and a half. Spent 5 days there, drove back. It took me another day and a half, and spent the last day doing my laundry when I got back. Not terrible, but I just felt like I only got half of my time I was supposed to. But everybody's basically treated me like I got 10 days off. Come back, and it's like I never even left. It's like I don't know, I just came right back, and just the same bullshit again at work. Getting tired of it. Thinking about stepping down or seeing about promoting. My buddy wants me to promote, but I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be more of the same bullshit if I promote. So maybe I should step down. I need more time for myself. I need to take care of myself. But the irony is, if I step down, I won't have as much money. So I'll have more time, but less resources to do things in that time. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just unhappy, and I'm tired, and I just want something to change, and it's not. I'm having difficulties with my boss, unrealistic expectation kind of things, and I don't know. Just tired. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I tried doing it the way that I was told to so that I'd leave on time. I ended up leaving later than I usually do. And then I feel like crap and physically, and I have a fever. It's not COVID or whatever. I have a fever. I just feel tired and lethargic all the time. And maybe that's just because I'm depressed. I don't know. I keep getting too much overtime, and they're complaining about that. So I changed how I did it. So I got even more, and I don't know. I'm tired. I just want things to go well. I'm tired of dealing with this. Tired of being unhappy. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Another 6 months is so far away. Well, I guess it's 7 months at this point. I want to make it a year in my position before stepping up or stepping down. But I don't know if I can survive it. I'm weak, pathetic, unworthy. I work hard, but my best isn't good enough. There's not much I can do about that. What's really frustrating is that I don't have any real time to myself. I mean, I do, right? Like right now and whatnot, but it's hard to those who deal with the situations I deal with, emotionally speaking. It's hard to motivate yourself. You want to take the easy road. Like, all I'm doing right now is talking. All I had to do is do a few clicks. No, to sit down and do something. That's harder than it should be. And just, got all my creative juices are flowing. I want to write my book. I want to work on this project or that project or do this or do that or whatever. All the time I spend at work, the stress work causes, and then bitching about me spending all that time at work, and then my home life, just I don't have it in me. I don't have the energy. That's not really whiny, but I don't have the energy, and I have all this stuff, and I just feel like I feel hollow, feel worn out, feel like there's nothing to look forward to in the future. But more misery, more pain, more loneliness, more of this. And I'm tired. I can't do it. I wish it all end. I wish that it would just be done and over with. I wish that I wouldn't have to suffer anymore so that other people get to be happy and get to have what they want. I feel like this is the story of my life. In order for people to be happy, I have to suffer. I'm just, I just want to be happy. I would trade being smart for being happy. And I'm not even that smart. I would trade every ounce of smartness I got, every bit of marginally okay, acceptable amount of looks to be happy. I'd give up Brianna to be happy. That's what I want. I'm just tired of living a miserable life. Right? Like you don't miss something you don't have, and vice versa, right? Like if I'm happy, it wouldn't matter that I don't have my wife. If I'm happy, it doesn't matter that I don't have this or that. Like because I'm happy. Like, oh man, I'm happy, but blah 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 blah. No, it's not what you do. You just be happy. I just I don't remember what I was talking about. Not about being happy. Just when you're if you're happy, you don't care that you don't have what you want because you're happy. You just are enjoying being happy. It's like you can't be upset or scared or angry when you're dead because you're dead, right? You can't feel unloved when you're loved, even though you felt it before and you can feel it when you can feel loved again. It's like you only focus on that sensation, you know? If I was happy, I wouldn't care that I missed Brianna because I just wouldn't. If I was happy, I wouldn't care that I wasn't smart because I'm happy. That's not going to happen. So I keep saying I just got to get used to being lonely, get used to not being important. All right, well, I'm successfully making myself pass out. So I guess I'll just end this. No more value to be had, right? Just me complaining. I miss her. I miss what we used to have. Even just before I stopped seeing her because she gave me the news I didn't want to hear and whatnot. We were getting along so well. We work well together. I thought after this last year of showing her that I can be on my own, that I can enjoy myself and I can be happy at times, and that she's not the one required to make me happy, right? That showing her the life we could have with the person I've worked on being, I thought that would be enough to show her that we could have a life together. I guess not.